This footage is impossible to explain. Watch closely as we enter this first-class cabin. Look at the door on the far left. Did you see that? An old coat floating out the exit, just as we entered. Is it a current, or is someone still living here? Before we investigate, subscribe to Sunken Inside. Our mission was supposed to be a routine survey of the decay rates on the wreck. We expected nothing but rust, silt, and silence. But as we reviewed the footage, we realized we weren't just mapping a ship. We were trespassing in a tomb that isn't quite empty. Dropping down 12,500 feet, the darkness is absolute. As our floodlights finally hit the bow of the Titanic, the atmosphere inside the control room changed. A strange heaviness settled over us, a feeling that the ship was aware of our presence. We began our scan along the A-deck promenade, where the elite once strolled. Keep your eyes focused on the far left pillar. Did you catch that? A distinct, dark shape darts behind the steel beam. It moved with too much purpose to be just a drifting current. We drifted into the void of the grand staircase. Usually, this is a place of quiet tragedy. But today, the silence was deafening, almost oppressive. It felt less like an empty ruin and more like a room where the occupants are simply holding their breath, waiting for us to leave. Pushing deeper into the narrow, labyrinth-like corridors of B-deck, the lights play tricks in these tight spaces, but look strictly at the wall on the right. That shadow isn't cast by our ROV. It seems to be detaching itself from the rust, stalking us from the periphery. We maneuvered the camera to peek inside a first-class stateroom, frozen in 1912. Watch the door frame carefully. A dark, solid mass blocks the ambient light for a split second, as if someone inside stepped forward to see who was at their door, and then stepped back. This is the main galley, where meals were prepared for thousands. Our audio sensors picked up a low-frequency vibration here. And there, near the great ovens, you can see a shadow retreating rapidly into the darkness, as if a worker was interrupted in the middle of a shift. Descending into the lower decks, the environment became hostile. Our camera feeds started to glitch and distort without a technical cause. It felt like the energy down here was interfering with our electronics, a clear warning that we were going too deep. We entered the massive engine room, surrounded by giants of steel. As we panned across the machinery, we froze. Look between the pistons. A tall, dark figure stands perfectly still, watching us pass through his territory. It wasn't a shadow, it was a silhouette. Then, we found the debris field containing human remains, a pair of boots resting where a body once lay. But look just above them. A black mist seems to hover and swirl around the boots, guarding the spot. It's almost as if the spirit is protecting its final resting place. This is the footage that made us pull the plug. At another resting site, the shadow isn't just hovering. Watch closely. It turns. It appears to look directly at the camera lens with a terrifying intelligence before vanishing. We were definitely not alone. Panic set in immediately. We pulled back, thrusters at full power, kicking up blinding clouds of silt to cover our escape. But even as we fled the wreck, the rear sensors picked up movement trailing behind us, chasing us out of the darkness. We went looking for a ship, but we found its crew. The Titanic is not just a pile of metal. It is a vessel of trapped energy. These souls are still there. Make sure to subscribe to Sunken Inside if you dare to see more unexplained footage from the deep.